Hi guys, hello, this is Rajiv, and I'm glad to have all of you here this evening for a Facebook Live fitness session. And it's 6 o'clock. We'll be beginning our session in the next 5 minutes, and I am really hoping that all you guys are safe and staying at home, doing your bit to maintain your health, maintain your keeping on doing your work and maintaining all your daily activities, with special importance to getting your health back on track, or getting into a fitness regime. Okay, a brief introduction about me. I'm Rajiv Mehra. I am the founder of the company GFit, and I train athletes over all sports, and I am also currently training Ranveer Singh, the Bollywood actor. I've trained him for the movie 83, and I'm training him for his next movie as well. So it's a great pleasure to have all of you here. We'll just wait a couple of minutes before we have more people joining in, and then we will begin off our session. Also, guys, I would like to tell you all that I'll be taking a few questions. If you all have any doubts, any questions regarding health and fitness, or stuff that you should be doing in this period of lockdown, I'll be really happy to help you guys, to get your questions sorted and make it a better time for all of you. Okay, just before we begin, I want to give you all a few guidelines for the session. Okay, so I want you all, I am knows that you all need to have a bottle and a mat with you. So the next thing what we want is that we this basic fitness session, it has very basic movements that everyone can do without getting without pushing their physical limits. But still, I would like to tell you all, if any one of you all has a chronic knee pain, or a chronic back pain, or is arthritic, or has a severe heart condition, or has a history of heart condition, I would really suggest you all that you all do not participate, because any exercise done in those scenarios has to be with a physician's consent, and with proper guidance. Having said that, these exercises are really simple and really basic, and we are going to get started now. We'll start off with a warm-up, and then after the warm-up we'll do a set of 5 exercises. We'll do 3 sets of the same, and after that I'll be happy to take in any of your questions if there are. Okay, so great guys, let's get going. So I want everybody to stand in a position where you all can see me and hear me correctly. And okay, so we will start off with a basic warm-up routine that will involve entire body movement, and then we will go for the main exercises. Okay, so we start off with ankle rotations. Alright, so your left ankle, I want you to just keep the toes touching the ground and try and rotate your ankle very easily do not do any jerky movements, just very easily. After a few rotations, I want you to rotate it anti-clockwise as well. So the ankles generally get a little stiff because we are seated most of the time. Okay, now move on to the other leg. Rotate your ankle clockwise. Okay, and then a few times anti-clockwise. All right. The next movement, the next warm-up movement is your knees to chest. So what I want you to do is just a very simple movement where you will be holding your knees with both hands and pulling it to your chest. Hold your knees and pull it towards your chest. Hold your knees, pull it towards your chest. Hold your knees, pull it towards the chest. So this is a very good stretch for the posterior legs, your glutes and your hamstrings. Keep doing it for at least 6 to 8 times each leg. So hold your knees, try and keep your back straight and hold your knees, pull it towards the chest. Again, no jerky movements, very slow and stable. Okay, the next stretch is your stretch for your quadriceps, that is the front part of your thigh. Here you have to hold your ankle and lift your heel towards the butt. Hold your ankle, lift your heel towards the butt. Hold your ankle, lift your heel towards the butt. Try and feel the stretch in your quadriceps. Hold your ankle, pull your heel towards the butt. Hold your ankle and pull your heel towards the butt. Alright. Okay. The next one is a cradle touch. In a cradle touch, what you have to do is just lift your leg and try and tap your ankle. So lift your leg and try and tap your ankle. You can do a jogging movement and tap your ankle. Jogging movement and tap your ankle. So start off with a few jogs and tap your ankle. Start off with a few jogs and tap your ankle. Keep going, guys, keep going. Start off with a few jogs and tap your ankle. Keep going, last 2 on each side. Alright. Okay, the next stretch is a reverse step with a knee drive. So what you have to do is you have to take a reverse step and you have to do a knee drive. A reverse step and a knee drive. Watch it from the side. Take a step back and knee drive. Take a step back and knee drive. Come on, everybody. Take a step back and a knee drive. A step back and a knee drive. Take a step back and a knee drive. Okay, now we will switch on the other side. So left, right leg and knee drive. Take a step back and knee drive. Take a step back and knee drive. Step back and knee drive. Last 2. Alright. Now we will do leg swings where I want you to just try and swing your leg at a very comfortable intensity. Do not jerk, just try and jog a couple of steps and try and swing. So what you are doing here is you all are just trying to take your leg up without lifting the heel that is on the ground. So the other leg stays on the ground completely. The sole is completely touching the ground. Keep alternating. So it's like a very slow and controlled leg swing. Try and touch it with the opposite hand. Try and touch your toes with the opposite hand. A couple of jogs before every swing. Last 2. Alright. Okay. The next one is forward bend. So all you're going to do is bend forward to touch your toes and come back and extend your back. So your thumbs are on the lower back and you extend. Touch and extend. Bend forward and extend. Bend forward and extend. So touch your toes and extend. Touch your toes and extend. Very slow and controlled again. Guys, there should be no pain. There should be no exertion at this point. Very basic warm-up movements. Okay. The next movement is side to side bends. Okay, so what you're doing is there is more than shoulder width distance in your feet. From there, what you're trying to do is try to reach out over the top. You're trying to reach out. Just try and reach out over the top. Feel the stretch in your sides. Feel the stretch in your sides. Very slow and controlled. Try and reach out over your head. Okay, make sure you do not bend forward like this. It's going over the top. Going over the top with your head. Feel the stretch in your sides. Feel the stretch in your sides. Alright, alright. Next stretch is again for your hamstrings and for your sides. It's a complex stretch. So in this, what we are doing is our feet is more than shoulder width apart. Okay, slightly wider. And what all you're doing is rotate and try and touch your toes. Rotate completely and try and touch your toes. Rotate completely and touch your toes. So this is a very nice stretch for your back, your hamstrings and your lat muscles, the muscles on the sides. Keep going, guys. So you rotate over the top and touch your toes. Rotate over the top and touch your toes. Rotate over the top and touch your toes. Rotate and touch your toes. Okay, that's good. Okay, now we will move on to upper body rotations. In what you have to do is spread your feet apart, okay, stretch your legs, okay, and just try and touch your palms to the ground. Even if your knees are bent, it's alright, okay, just try and touch your palms to the ground. From there, what I want you to do is open up your arms, okay, alternate, open up your arms. Keep your palm on the ground and the other hand you have to open up. Try and look up. Try and look up, alternate. Try and follow your hand movement. Try and follow your hand movement. Try and keep watching your palms. Try and keep watching your palms. You feel a good stretch, a good rotation happening in the upper back. That is your thoracic spine. So once you get that, your upper back is ready to do certain movements that we are going to do in the exercise. Okay. Now we move on to your shoulders. So for the shoulders, I want you to start off with small shoulder rotations. Okay, take your arms out and we start off with small rotations. Start off with small rotations. And then we do the other side, the anti-clockwise rotations. Alright, now we move on to bigger shoulder rotations. So try and move your hands in a full circle, clockwise, full circle clockwise. Alright, and then again anti-clockwise. Move your hands anti-clockwise, rotate your hands. Last 3. Alright. Okay, the next one is your neck. So we do a neck up and down. So just look up and look down. This one is for your neck. This one is for your neck. Neck up and down. And then to the side. Look to the left, look to the right. Look to the left, look to the right. Alright. Now we do half rotations of the neck. So when I say half rotations, you have to go in a semicircular manner. Do not do full rotations. So lower half first, get into half rotations of your neck. Okay, in a circular manner. In a circular manner. Okay, now the upper half, semicircles. Upper half, semicircles. Alright, okay guys, so we are good to go. We have stretched out the most important joints of our body, the major joints and the major muscles of our body. Now what we are going to do is we are going to do a series of 5 exercises which are very simple, but still I would advise you all to listen to your body, do not overstress and do not work in pain. Okay, if there is any niggle, any pain, any discomfort, I would suggest that you all stop immediately and just take a break. Or also if you are able not, if you feel that the intensity is too high for you, you can always take more rest intervals in the exercise. Alright, so I want you all to get your mat. Okay, I want you to get your mat, and I will show you all the 5 exercises. The first set you all will do with me. Get your mats, everybody get your mat, place it in front of the camera where you all can see me clearly. Alright, so we will begin with the set of exercises. The first set, I want you to just do it with me as a part of warming up for the main sets. Okay, so this is just the warm up set. Alright, so in this, the first exercise is, it's a squat with oblique crunch. So what you have to do is make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart or hip width apart and your toes are facing slightly outwards. Okay, slightly outwards, because then you get a better range of motion. Okay, so get into this position, and everybody knows how to squat. If you all do not know how to squat, all you have to do is try and push your hips behind as if sitting on a chair. Okay, so you'll push your hips behind and sit, and then you crunch. So a crunch is taking your knee towards the opposite elbow. Again, get back into the position, do a squat and crunch. Do a squat and crunch. Come on, everybody do a few reps with me. So feet shoulder width apart or hip width apart, facing slightly outwards. Watch from the side. You try and go down in a squat. You come up and do a crunch. Go down in a squat and crunch. Go down in a squat and crunch. Okay? So this is the first exercise. The second exercise is a inchworm crawl to a high plank. Okay? So what you have to do is, you are standing in a normal standing position. All you have to do is try and touch your hands down and crawl ahead. As you crawl ahead, you get into a high plank position. Once you get there, you crawl back and you stand up straight. Again, touch down and crawl ahead. You get into a plank position. A plank position is where your back is straight, completely parallel to the ground. And then you crawl back and stand up straight. You crawl again. Come on, do a few reps with me. Do 2 reps with me, guys. That's it. So crawl and crawl back. Okay. So that is your second exercise. The third exercise is a jumping jack. Okay. Everybody knows how a jumping jack is. You have to stand in this position, same position as a normal standing position, and all you have to do is, while you jump, you take your hands up and you take your feet out. So you're in this position, you take your hands up and clap your hands up and come back and clap it on the sides. You jump and come back, jump and come back, jump and come back, jump. I hope everybody can hear me clearly. Alright, so that is a jumping jack. Come on, do a few reps with me. Jumping jacks. So you have to get into the sequence where you do steady and stable controlled jumping jacks. Okay, so that is your third exercise. The fourth exercise is a high plank to a low plank. Okay, a high plank to a low plank means, first of all, you all have to get into a plank position. So what is a plank position? A plank position is when you get onto your elbows. Your elbows are shoulder width apart. Okay, you get into your get down on your elbow and extend your feet and get into a plank. In this position, your back is completely parallel to the ground and you are in a very stable position. Okay, from this position, all you have to do is get into a high plank. You have to get onto your palms, then you get onto your elbows. You get onto your palm and you get onto your elbow. You keep doing this. Get onto the palm and get onto the elbow. Okay, so try a few reps of these. So these are very good and challenging for your shoulders and your core musculature. Okay, so this is a very good exercise to stabilize and strengthen your shoulders, and also for the muscles of the abdominal, what we say as the core muscles. Okay, so this is the fourth exercise. The last one, the fifth exercise, is a kneel to standing jump. So what do I mean by kneel to standing jump? So basically, you are in a standing position, you kneel down behind, you kneel, you get into this position, you come up and you jump. Again, you go down, get into this position, stand up and jump. You go down, so your left knee goes down, your right knee goes down, you stand up and you jump. Your left knee goes down, right knee goes down, you come back and you jump. Okay, so this is your kneel to standing jump. Alright, so these are the list of 5 exercises. Now guys, please keep your bottle of water handy with you. It's always good to keep having small sips while you exercise, okay, so that you do not get dehydrated. Now you all know the 5 exercises. Now how much to do of all of these? Okay, so we are going to try and do at least 2 to 3 sets of this, where we will be doing 30 seconds in the first set. In the first set we will be doing 30 seconds of the exercise and 30 seconds will be rest. Okay, then we move on to the next exercise of 30 seconds. We will be doing the exercise, we will be doing the movement, and then 30 seconds rest. So it will be 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off. Alright, so let's begin in the next 30 seconds. Everybody have a sip and come back in position. In the second set guys, we'll be increasing the intensity a little bit. We'll be doing the exercise for 40 seconds and then there will be a 20-second break. Alright, but again, whoever is not able to go totally till the 40th second may stop at 30 seconds or 35 seconds and rest. Give yourself that extra bit of rest. Okay, do not push yourself, do not get injured. Okay, chalo, we'll start in the next 10 seconds. The first exercise is a squat to knee crunch. Alright, come on, we start in the next 5 seconds. In 3, 2 and go. Squat to knee crunch, squat to knee crunch, squat to knee crunch, squat down to knee crunch. Keep going guys, keep going. As many reps as possible in 30 seconds. Keep going, last 10 seconds, last 10 seconds. Keep going. Squat and knee crunch. In 3, 2 and break, break, break. 30 seconds break. We have a 30-second break. The next exercise is the crawl to high plank. Okay, we will do that for 30 seconds continuously, as many reps as possible in those 30 seconds guys. Okay, we start in the next 10 seconds. Okay, get in position. We start in 5, 4, 3, 2 and go. Okay, so crawl ahead, get into a high plank and crawl back. Crawl ahead, get into a high plank and crawl back. Keep going guys, keep going. Crawl ahead, get into a high plank and crawl back. Crawl ahead, high plank and crawl back. Keep going guys. In 3, 2 and break, break, break. Very nice guys. This was very good. That's good. The next exercise is jumping jacks. So on the spot, everybody knows how to do a jumping jacks. We will do as many jumping jacks as possible in 30 seconds. A warm-up set guys, this is not very difficult. We start in 3, 2 and go. Jumping jacks. Keep going for 30 seconds. Keep going guys, keep going. Keep going, jumping jacks. Last 10 seconds, keep going. Keep going, you're doing well, everybody is doing great. Last 5 seconds. Superb, keep going. In 3, 2 and break, break, break. Very nice, very nice. Superb, superb. Get ready for the next exercise, which is the high to low plank. So we will get into a low plank position. First get onto your knees and then onto your elbows, and then we'll shift from the low plank to the palm plank, that is the high plank. We start in 10 seconds guys. Come on, everybody in position. We start in 5, 3, 2, and go. So low plank to a high plank. Elbow to palm. Make sure that your butt is squeezed and your hips do not move much. Make sure there is very minimum movement in the hips. Very minimum movement in the hips. A low plank to a high plank. Keep going, guys, keep going. Last 5 seconds. In 3, 2, and break. Superb, superb. Very nice. That's good, that's good, that's good. Okay, the last one is a kneel to stand and jump. Okay, we start in 15 seconds. Everybody in position. Remember the exercise, kneel to stand and jump. We start in 5 seconds. In 3, 2, and go. Step back, step in front, and jump. Kneel, left, step back, and jump. Kneel back, step in front, and jump. Step back, back, in front, and jump. Step back, in front, and jump. Keep going, guys, keep going. Last 5 seconds, keep going. In 3, 2, break. Superb, guys, superb. That was good effort. Very good effort, guys. We just done one set. We are trying to do at least 2 more sets. Okay, just a reminder, guys, we are breaking for 90 seconds. Please have some water. Please have some water. And again a reminder, guys, do not overstress yourself. Do not push yourselves too much. We do not want any injuries, but enjoy your workout. Push yourself to as much as you can, but let's not land up having any injuries. So also at the end of the session I'll be answering a few questions, so whoever has any doubt, type it down on the comments and we will answer them. Okay, so we will start the next set in the next 30 seconds, guys. Everybody have a sip and come back in position. Small sips and come back in position. Now this time we are going to do 40 seconds, okay, guys? 40 seconds on and 20 seconds off. The intensity is going to increase. There will be lesser rest intervals. Okay? The work time increases, the rest interval decreases. Alright, come on. We start in 5 seconds. In 3, 2, and squat to crunch. Squat to crunch. Squat to and crunch. And crunch. Squat and crunch. Keep going, guys. Squat and crunch. Keep going. Everybody is doing great. 20 seconds to go. Squat and crunch. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Last 10 seconds. You're doing great, guys. Last 3, 2, and break. Break, break, break. Only breaking for 20 seconds. Be ready for the next exercise. That is your inchworm crawl to high plank. We start in the next 7 seconds, guys. It's the inchworm crawl. In 3, 2, and go. Crawl, get into a plank and crawl back. Touch down, get into a plank and crawl back. Stand upright and crawl again. Do as many reps as possible. Keep going, guys, keep going. Everybody is doing great. Push yourselves. Keep going. 15 seconds to go. Last 10 seconds. Keep going. At least 2 more reps. At least 2 more reps, guys. Come on. Last 3, 2, and break. Superb, superb, superb. The next exercise is the jumping jacks. 40 seconds of jumping jacks. We start in the next 7 seconds. Okay, very limited amount of break. In 3, 2, and go. Jumping jacks. Take your hands up and jump. Try and clap in the air. Try and clap your hands in the air. Keep going guys. Everyone's doing great. Keep going guys. 15 seconds to go. Push yourselves. 15 seconds to go. Push yourselves. Everybody's doing great. Last 10 seconds. Jumping jacks. Keep going. Last 5 seconds. In 2 and break. Very nice. Guys, just a reminder for the next set, next exercise, that is a high to low plank. If someone is not able to do the high to low plank, they can only hold the plank, is also fine. We start in 6 seconds. Only holding the plank for 40 seconds is also good. In 3, 2, and go. Get into a plank. And then from there, get onto your palms, get onto your elbows. Get onto your palms, get onto your elbows. Very minimum movement of the hips. Controlled, very controlled guys. Do it slowly. Focus on the movement. Make sure that your butt is squeezed and your stomach is tucked in. Controlled movements guys, controlled movements. Keep going. We're doing this for the next 7 seconds. Somebody who's not able to do it, just hold the plank. In 3, 2, and break. Superb. Okay, the next exercise is the kneel to stand jump. Kneel to standing jump. Okay, we start in the next 5 seconds. Everybody in position. In 2, and go. Step back, stand up and jump. 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 Keep going guys. Everybody's doing great. Last 20 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Keep going. In 2, and stop. Superb guys. Take a break. I know it's challenging. We're done with 2 sets, one last set to go, but have a sip and come back. Okay, we are taking a break for 90 seconds. Alright guys, we're starting in the next 30 seconds, the last set. Okay, last set. Make sure to post your questions, which I'll be happy to answer after this session. Alright, we start in the next 10 seconds. The squat and kick, 40 seconds on and 20 seconds off. Squat and kick in 2, and go. Squat and kick. Squat and kick. Squat down and kick. Squat down and kick. Squat down and kick. Squat and kick. Keep going guys, keep going. Squat down and kick. Squat down and kick. Squat down and kick. Keep going for the next 15 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Everybody is doing great. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and stop. Okay, get ready for the next exercise. That is the inchworm crawl to plank. Okay, we start in the next 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Crawl ahead, get into a plank and crawl back. Crawl ahead, get into a plank and crawl back. Crawl ahead, get into a plank and crawl back. Keep going guys, keep going. Crawl ahead. Keep going for the next 15 seconds. Everybody is doing great, keep going. Alright, last 7 seconds, keep going. Last 5, 3, 2, and stop. Very nice guys. Okay, so the next exercise is your jumping jacks. We're doing 40 seconds of jumping jacks. We start in 5 seconds. Come on guys, this is the last set. Push yourselves. In 2, and go. Jumping jacks, let's go. 40 seconds. Keep going, you're doing great. Everyone's doing great, keep going. Keep going guys, keep going. We stop in the next 15 seconds. Push yourself, this is the last set. Last 8 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, and stop. Okay, get ready for the next one. That is your high plank to low plank. Get into a low plank position. That is on your elbows. Get onto your elbows. We will start in the next 3 seconds. In 2, and go. Somebody is not able to do the high plank to low plank, they can only hold the low plank, which is also fine. While holding the low plank, make sure that your butt is squeezed and your stomach is tucked in. Keep your butt squeezed, your stomach tucked in, and hold the plank. Holding the plank is also fine. If you want to push yourself, go from high to low. Keep going for the last 10 seconds guys. Last 5 seconds. In 3, 2, and stop. Superb. Get up guys, get up. The last exercise is kneeling to stand up jumps. Okay, we start in the next 10 seconds. So it's a kneel and stand up jump. We start in 3, 2, and go. Kneel, step, and jump. Kneel behind, step, and jump. Kneel behind, step, and jump. Kneel behind, step, and jump. Keep going guys. Kneel behind, step, and jump. Keep going guys. Last 15 seconds. Push yourselves. Last 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and stop. Well done guys. A big round of applause for everybody. Great stuff there. Very good. Superb. So guys, just take a small break, have a breather, have a sip, and we will come back for a few cool down stretches, very basic cool down stretches, to just get your heart rate back and for your muscles to relax after this workout. Okay, and then I'll be seeing if we have any questions. I'll be happy to answer those questions. Alright, okay, have a sip guys and come back. please post your questions. And I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, so now we will get down for a few stretches. Alright, so get down on the mat in a kneeling position. Okay, get down on the mat in a kneeling position, both your knees touching the ground. From there, I want you to take your left leg ahead, and push your knees forward. Push your knees forward as you feel the stretch in the hip flexors on the right leg. Okay, so feel the stretch in the hip flexors on the right leg and take your hands up. Try and hold this position for 10 seconds. Hold this position. Alright. Okay, good. Now switch legs. Okay, take your right knee forward and try and push it as far ahead as possible. Once you start feeling the stretch in the left hip flexors here, you take your hands up. Take your hands up and try and hold that position. This is a very nice stretch for your hip flexors. Hold for the next 10 seconds. Alright. Now the same position, just straighten your right leg, and try and touch the toes. Try and touch the toes by pushing your hips behind, but at the same time trying to lean forward to touch your toes. You feel the stretch in the calf and the hamstring. Just try and touch your toes from there. Feel the stretch in the calves and the hamstrings. Hold there for 10 seconds. Alright. Now switch legs, take your left leg forward, and try and touch your toes. Try and stabilize. You can keep the other hand on the ground, that is also fine. With your left hand, try and touch your toes. Try and touch your toes with the left hand. Feel the stretch in the calves and hamstrings. Alright. Okay, the next stretch is for your groin. I want you all to get into a position where you all stretch your feet as much as possible, not too much, not too far, but as much as possible, to feel the stretch in the inner part of your thighs, that is your groin. From there, try and touch your hands down, keep your knees straight and push your hips behind. Push your hips back. Feel the stretch in the groin and hold there for 10 seconds. Hold this position. Make sure that both your knees are straight. Keep breathing. Keep the normal breath. Keep breathing. Alright, alright. Good. Get back into the sitting position. Now sit down. Sit down in this position. Now your left leg goes across your right leg. Just pull your left leg across the right leg and hug your knees. Pull your knees towards the chest. Pull your knees towards your chest and hug your knees. It is a very nice stretch for your glutes. Pull your knees towards the chest and hug your knees. Keep your back upright. Make sure that you are sitting very straight. Hold there for 10 seconds. Alright, now take your right leg across the left leg and pull your knees towards the chest. Pull your knees towards the chest and hug your knees. Keep your back very upright, very straight. Feel the stretch in the glutes. The glutes are the muscles of your butt over here. Feel the stretch in the glute. Alright. Okay. Now I want everybody to sit into what we call as the Vajrasan. The Vajrasan is sitting back on your heel. Okay, sitting back on your heel. Alright, from this position I want you to bend forward, try and reach out to get into the child's pose. Bend forward and try and reach as much as possible. Look down, keep your butt on your heel, and at the same time stretch forward with your fingers. Stretch forward with your fingers. Hold that position for 5 seconds. Feel the stretch in the lower back. Alright. And come up and sit back again in Vajrasana. Sit here for 30 seconds. This position is a really good position for stretching your quadricep, that's the front part of your thighs. It's also very good for your ankle, and it's also very good for blood circulation to come back into your legs. We've utilized our leg muscles a lot today, so it's always good to sit into this position for 30 seconds. Normal breath. Okay, take deep breaths in, deep breaths out, focus on your breathing and try and get your heart rate back to normal. Once your heart rate is back to normal, you will feel relaxed, and that is how you will start cooling down. Hold there, just sit there for the next 10 seconds. Alright, that's great. I'll just check out if we have a few questions. Guys, very happy to answer some questions. Yes, Ravi says this is a great exercise for youngsters. Yes, definitely, Ravi, this was a very good exercise routine for youngsters, not particularly only youngsters, because this can be done for any age group in between 30 to 45 easily, because the intensity wasn't too high. The intensity wasn't too high, as I kept it at a very low intensity exercise, and the movements were very basic. There were no complicated movements. So yes, at the same time it is good for the youngsters, but definitely also doable by people in the age group of 30 to 45. Yeah, so Nikhil asks, what are the basic immunity exercises? So to answer this question very honestly, so the immunity, there's nothing such as an immunity exercise. What is your immunity? Your immunity is the ability of your body to fight diseases. Ability to fight external bacteria and viruses. That is what is immunity. So how will your body be in the best shape or the best position to fight these kinds of external problems? It will be in the best shape to fight these only when you have all your organs working fine, all your muscles working fine, and all your movements happening correctly. Okay, so that involves a lot of factors such as good diet, having a lot of vitamin C, having other micronutrients. It requires regular exercise, where you are testing your cardiovascular capacity every time. You're pushing it to the limit, so that your heart health increases. At the same time, strengthening your muscles, because your muscles help you move. Okay, so there is nothing such as immunity exercises, but there's definitely a fitter person is more immune. And how are you going to be fitter? By doing and strengthening all these aspects: the cardiovascular fitness, the muscular fitness, and having a good dietary pattern. I hope that answers your question. Okay, I have another question which says, what basic diets we have to follow for increased immunity? Okay, so honestly guys, I am not a certified nutritionist, but I would really like to answer this question in a very basic manner. Not to give any dietary advice to anybody, because everybody's requirements are different, but still, so the basic diets to be followed is to have all the macronutrients in appropriate quantities. So when I say macronutrients, those are your carbohydrates, your proteins, and your fats. Those have to be had in appropriate uh, quantities. Also, not to forget the micronutrients. The micronutrients are your vitamins, your minerals, and all other aspects which supplement these macronutrients. So vitamin C is understood to be having good help for increasing your immunity. So stuff like oranges, there are vitamin C supplements, tablets, those things. But again, I would say, guys, please, for the dietary consultations, please suggest, please have a word with your certified nutritionists who can guide you better. Okay. Please tell us few basic stretching exercises and basic muscles strengthening exercises at home. Okay, so there are stretching is something that you have to do for all the major muscles of your body. So your leg muscles, your chest muscles, your shoulder muscles, all these are the major muscles. So if you stretch them out regularly, you will feel better. And as far as strengthening is concerned, so it is very difficult for me to show you the exercises right now, but I can tell you the various patterns how you can strengthen your body. So a body does various movements, basic movements. One is the squatting movement. Number one is the squatting movement. That is one of the very basic human movement. We use the squatting pattern in a lot of our movements, to pick up something or to sit down and get up. So the squatting has to be strong. So a lot of squats is something that you should be doing. Secondly, what we do more is bending down to pick up something. That is another very commonly done movement in our daily life. So we have to strengthen our hinging pattern. Thirdly is pushing. When we strengthen with our upper body, we need to do a lot of pushing exercises. So exercises like push-ups, exercises like holding a plank, exercises like pushing through a tube or pushing some object. These are exercises that help us strengthen our shoulders and chest. And the next one is the pulling exercises. Okay, anything that you do to pull your own body weight, anything that you do to pull some resistance in terms of bands or in terms of anything that you can lift by pulling it. So these are the things that you can focus on. Okay, I see another question which I am asked quite often. One that is, can you share exercises to reduce belly fat? Okay, so very honest with you guys, exercises to reduce belly fat is a myth. Okay, so spot reduction is a myth. When someone tells me that I want to reduce fat in the belly, or I want to reduce my fat in my arms, or I want to reduce my fat in my butt, so all of those things are a myth, because there is no thing such as spot reduction. The only way you can lose fat is losing fat from all throughout the body. And the hard fact is that we cannot control from where we lose fat. I cannot control, if I exercise, I want to lose fat from my stomach. If I exercise, I want to lose fat from my arms. I cannot control that, sadly. Because the only way to lose fat is to be in a caloric deficit. Okay, and how can you be in a caloric deficit? Is that you exercise more or you burn more calories than you intake. Alright, so that is the only way to start burning fat. And when you start burning fat, when you start to be in the caloric deficiency for a consistent period of time, that is the time you start losing your belly fat. And of course, fat from all other parts of the body as well, not specifically your belly. But as you start losing fat, you will definitely start losing fat from the belly also. So the only straightforward and honest answer to this is be in a caloric deficit, eat well, and exercise regularly. Alright, so I think I have time for one last question. It says, at the beginner's level, which exercises can we do at home? Okay, so at a beginner's level, it's very important to understand movements. Okay, When nowadays we see that there are a lot of online programs, there are a lot of challenges, 21-day challenge and 40-day challenge, and you know, where people are made to do all different kind of exercises, where you know, you don't even know if you're capable of doing those exercises or you've ever done those exercises before. So that is the biggest drawback of all these online training sessions. uh, so what I suggest is to understand your body, to know, you know, that there's no pain or aches anywhere, and then once you start doing all the basic movements that I explained to you, you know, exercises are nothing but adding stress to the basic movements. Okay, when I am sitting and standing up, that is a movement, but when you do it repeatedly, it becomes a squat, it becomes a move, it becomes an exercise when you're doing it repeatedly. All right, in my daily life, I sit from the chair and stand up quite often, and I call that as a standing and sitting movement. But when I do a squat, like a 20 squat set, the same movement becomes my exercise. So for a basic level, I would suggest that do movements of daily living in a very controlled and you know, easy way. And because with body weight you cannot go wrong, with your own body you cannot injure yourself. The chances of getting injured are very little. So any movement done with body weight is is the right way to go about. Okay, I have one more question, one last question. If daily I do Surya Namaskar and dips, will it benefit? Okay. uh, See, every exercise has its benefit. You know, anything that you do will help you in some way. Okay, the main thing that will help you with is burning calories. Okay, if someone wants to become, you know, lose weight or lose fat, then any kind of exercise is good exercise. But the point is that, does your body need so much? If you're doing the same movement every day you do the same movement, that is not how we are built. The human body is built to do different kinds of movements, and those movements simultaneously. Okay, doing a Surya Namaskar or a dip is a one dimensional movement. Of course, it strengthens your shoulders, it strengthens your chest, it strengthens your core muscles, but what about the legs? So the point is that there has to be a good balance and mix of upper body, lower body and core exercises, with addition of exercises that stress your cardiovascular capacity. You know, when I say cardiovascular capacity, you know, exercises like skipping, exercises like running, exercises like walking, climbing, these also have to be mixed into your daily routine with the muscle strengthening exercises, and that is the ideal exercise package. But again, as I said, please do not get influenced by any you know, online challenges. Make sure that you have the correct guidance, make sure that you listen to your body, and make sure that you are working out in a way that you are not causing any injuries to yourself. I hope you guys had a great session, and thank you for all your responses, and I would be really happy to answer more questions in the future as well. Please reach out to the concerned person, and I would be really happy to clear your doubts. And thank you all for joining in. Stay safe, stay home, and keep yourself fit. Alright guys, take care. Thank you.